What's up, reader? I'm stoked that you're here to join me for yet another review inside Nattie's Nook. If you're new here, be sure to go check out my first review plus my channel intro just to get a little bit of insight into what we're all about here. If you're not new here, but you have missed a couple of reviews in the past few weeks, go and catch up on them, because I'm sure one of those might just become your new favorite novel. If you're not new here, you've watched all my reviews, you've liked all of them 100 times, you told everybody that you know, including your angry boss, about my channel, and you've subscribed at least 20 times. Okay, now I'm stalling. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the next look inside Nattie's Nook. Welcome back, guys. Thanks for waiting for me for the last week and letting me get a little bit better. As you can see by my voice, I'm not exactly 100% yet, but I'm really hoping that the mucus will leave me alone and kind of go bug somebody else. If it ends up bugging you, I'm sorry. I want it to go far away, but anyways, please just leave me mucus. And thank you for waiting for me, because this book is really good, and I definitely picked a good one to start off this little sick week break off with. But before we get to the book, I want to leave you with a quick thought. I want you to think about a standard or an expectation that you hold yourself to. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so if you haven't thought of one already, you're probably overthinking it. Think of something that you wake up and you say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be kind to people. I'm going to have a good attitude with my teacher today. I'm going to study for a quiz that I need to study for and have dreaded for a week tonight. I'm going to do something that will help somebody else. Something that you just wake up or you set for yourself every day, that you hold that. You hold that true to your heart. So this book is about a kid named Cameron Smith, and it's what he holds to his heart, how he lives, and why it's so important that he lives by a set of rules and why he can't disobey them. So with this in mind, this book is called Code of Honor, and it's by Alan Gratz. It's actually a young adult fiction, and it's really good. Alan Gratz is probably one of the coolest, raddest authors of, like, I don't want to say all time, but like all time. And he's just written some great books. Prisoner B3087, Refugee, which I reviewed, Code of Honor, of course, which is this review, Grenade, Allies, which is new. I haven't read Allies or Grenade, but I want to read those too. I'm trying to push those to the top of my to-read list, which is about a mile long, but that's not a mile. But anyways, this book is just awesome, and it's definitely not one to disappoint. So to start off, every book has to have some background information, and some is just better than others. Sometimes it just jumps right in. But this one does give you a little bit of background and a little bit to go based off of to see where you start, and then kind of lets you figure out how you end. So this book starts off with Cameron Smith, and he is a senior in high school, and he's what we like to call the package. He's basically got a girlfriend, he's just got everything going for him. Like, if I was to say I am a package, or I'm the package, then I've got the looks, I've got the personality, the heart, the body, the mind, the grades, like the friends, the social life. I've got everything going for me, that's what I'm trying to say. But this kid's he's not just the package, he's like the only package. Like, he's like the definition of package. He's got, like I said, he's got a girlfriend. He's like homecoming king. And his girlfriend's the queen, of course. And he's got the great high school. He got a great friend group. He's got a great family life. He's got great grades. He's really popular, and he's just a good guy. So and he's really comfortable, and that's what's gonna get him in the novel, because when a video comes out, his beloved older brother Darius says he's a terrorist. Now, I don't know what you would think if somebody sent you a video of them saying, I'm a terrorist. That'd probably freak me out. And it freaked Cameron out, but it kind of left him in a panic, because he knew that Darius wasn't a terrorist. And this is what we think of as the conflict, because he's trying to prove that Darius isn't a terrorist in the midst of people thinking that he and Cameron are terrorists. And that's a problem. So this book is really thrilling, and like I said, it's not one to disappoint, but I gotta say, you gotta watch what you're reading because this is really relevant to this time, and in fact, it can be a little bit sensitive. So I would just watch out. It's not for everybody, but it's definitely one for somebody that wants a thrill read and that wants something that's way out there. So, anyways, a couple of my comments are pick up the book and read it, even if like you're kind of on the fence about it, like terrorists, like really, like that's like 9/11. Well, yeah, it is 9/11, and Napoleon actually kind of mentions 9/11 at some point in the book, and this is not a spoiler, I promise, but it does mention 9/11 at some point, so you know that it's kind of going based off of real information. So it mentions a lot of real world things, but pick it up and read it if you have a chance because it really has a lot to offer. Second thing is it has a 4.3 star rating on Goodreads, and I think it deserves at least 4.8 star rating on Goodreads. Like, I don't know what people had against this book. It was just really good. Some people might say it was just too intense or it was too focused on the negative. Well, if you don't focus on the negative in some parts, I feel like you're missing the point. So I think this book was just really well rounded as well. But the third point I have, which is probably one of the most important ones, is that it was a joyride. It was up and down. Like, I felt like, oh, it's so cute. And then I felt like, I want to die. But I had this mixture of emotions when I was reading it. And it jolted all those to, like, it reawakened them. And it was really great that I got to feel a bunch of different things when I read this one, I don't know, 200 something maybe page book. And it's great. Like, it had so much power. And that's why I give it a 5-star rating. The power behind Alan Gratz's words, which he's a god. We all know that Alan Gratz is a god, but he infuses his books with so much meaning that it doesn't there's no way that you can miss it. And I recommend this book, and this is my final statement, and this is what I want to leave you with. I recommend this book for people who want a surprising read that has so much to offer and has a lot of good stuff in it. If you like this video, please click the like button below as well as the subscribe button to show that you want me to keep posting these videos. If you're interested in recommending a book, and I say this to anybody who might be on the fence or might not even want to recommend a book, I'm sure you've got a favorite. If it's not one that I've already reviewed, I might not even know about it. So at least send me an email and follow the instructions on the very, very end of the video just for a little bit of information and a couple tips into recommending some of your favorite reads. Even if it might not be featured on the channel, at least suggest a book so that maybe later in time it could be featured. Maybe just not now. As well as doing that, please share my videos. I know that there are a couple lonely bookworms out there that aren't watching these videos that just want another really good novel, and I don't want to leave them unturned. So if you know anybody like that, or you know anybody that just doesn't really like to read, maybe it could turn their frown upside down. So share the videos with them and make sure they're informed, because one of my favorite reads could become one of their favorite reads. Thanks for watching my videos. I really appreciate your support, and stay tuned for the next look inside the Nook.